Tomorrow is Election Day, which makes tonight Election Eve. And I don't know about how your family celebrates, but I like to put on my ugly voting day sweater. And I watched that episode of Charlie Brown where he gets purged from voter rolls. Now, you can tell that these midterms are some of the most important in recent history because America is leaning hard on its #1 natural resource, celebrities.
Celebrities also out in force this weekend, trying to get out the blue vote.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt unveiling last-minute ads about what's at stake.
Will Ferrell has been very active. He was with Stacey Abrams in Georgia.
Celebrities from Pharrell to Alicia Keys showing up on the campaign trail.
Comedian Amy Schumer went back to school to urge young voters to cast their ballots early.
The O Factor. Oprah Winfrey electrifying voters in Georgia for Democrat Stacey Abrams.
You get a vote, and you get a vote.
Knocking on doors.
Hi, Oprah.
Damn. Oprah coming to your door and asking for your vote. That has to be the most effective thing ever. Seriously, like if Oprah showed up at my house and asked me to do anything, you better believe I'm doing it. And I'm talking anything. If she was like, I need you to hide this dead body, I'd be like, wow, I get to hide a dead body for Oprah! We're hiding a dead body! On the other hand, though, I think having Oprah go door to door could also backfire, because if I knew that Oprah might show up at my house, I'm staying home all day. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave to vote in case I miss Oprah. You know what they should do? If they want people to go vote, they need Oprah to hide in one random voting booth somewhere in America. And then when someone comes in, she can just pop out like, it's me, Oprah! And it's not just celebrities who are coming out in full force. Voting day is one of the biggest days for the fake news media, which means it's time to release the holograms!
Let's take a look at what's at stake in this election. All 435 House seats are up for grabs, and Democrats need to pick up 23 to take control for the first time in 8 years. In the Senate, a much different story. The Democrats are on defense. They need to gain 2 seats, but they could lose even more.
A 50-50 tie here is a loss for the Democrats because in the event of a tie vote, the tiebreaker is Vice President Mike Pence.
Wow, cool graphics, guys. I feel like that's how Mike Pence enters a room in real life. He just pops up out of nowhere behind a chair. Well, hello, fellow colleagues. Now, look, I do get why the news uses flashy graphics. Right? It's the best way to get complicated information across, which is why The Daily Show has invested in its very own holographic midterm system. So let's get into it. All right, let's start with the basics. This is the Capitol building. In the House of Representatives, you have... You know what, forget, I'll sign up later under another email address. Let's go back, sorry. Anyway, I don't need graphics to tell you why tomorrow is huge. If the Democrats take the House or the Senate, they could block Trump's nominees. They can block his legislation, and the Democrats might even be able to see what's inside his tax returns. Spoiler alert, it's Hillary's emails. So, that's if the Democrats win. But if the Democrats don't win either house, then Trump will see that as a mandate. Like, he'll be like, oh, this means I should get even Trumpier. And you thought that tie was too long before? We're going ankle length, baby. That's where we're going. Yeah. We're going super ankle length. And also concentration camps, but mostly tie length. And now, I don't know if it's because of the celebrities or because of the guy who used to fake fire celebrities, but judging by the early voting numbers, these midterms could have the highest turnout ever.
Early voting already smashing records around the country. More than 34 million voters have cast early ballots.
Turnout among 18 to 29-year-olds is up 186% in Arizona. In Georgia, it's up 362%.
I spoke with this overflow crowd at Sunday's Ted Cruz rally just outside of Dallas. Raise your hand if you voted early.
Yeah, right here. Yep.
Pretty much all of you voted early.
Yes, we did. Okay, that woman in the denim jacket was clearly lying. No. Watch her closely.
Raise your hand if you voted early.
Yeah, right here. Yep. Yeah. You see, this is why I don't trust the polls, all right? All these denim jacket people out here are lying about how they voted. She just saw everyone else and she's like, yeah, me too. And yeah, I'm not picking on this woman. It's just, what I'm saying is people can say whatever they want in the polls. It doesn't have to be true. All right? They're like the Tinder profiles of democracy. Just like, hey, I'm Bill, I'm 6'3", I love working out, and I'm definitely not the Cincinnati Strangler. Yeah! Swipe right if you have a skinny neck, lol. Look, the point is, you shouldn't vote because of what the polls say, all right? You should vote because there's a message that resonates with you or because you want to completely obliterate the other side. So after the break, we'll be hearing from a Republican and a Democrat because there's very fine people on both sides. And to decide who goes first, we're going to flip a coin. Heads is Kasich, tails is Booker. Wow.